everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So it's great to be getting the Book of Boba Fett gang together. So today I'm opening up basically Mando. I think Mando was, I don't think he was, I think he might have been £7, I think he was. So I mean, I love the Retro Collection. I've got every single figure apart from Luke from the Book of Boba Fett, which I do need to pick up. It's strange how he's not available in, I mean, you can get him everywhere else, like pay full price for. But strange he's not available at Lame. I just don't understand that. Maybe he'll turn up at some other point. But with this Boba Fett wave, so Luke Skywalker, which is the, let's have a look, he's mentioned on here. So it's Luke Skywalker Jedi Academy. You remember that episode of the Book of Boba Fett? That was just basically the Mandalorian. He's basically a reissue of the Return of the Jedi Retro Collection figure. So he's exactly the same. Now the thing is, I don't have to buy him, but I want to buy him. And that particular Luke Skywalker figure, I've still got my original one that I paid 50p for from my cousin. He'd only had it a couple of weeks. I thought it was just an amazing figure. And it's battered to bits, but I love it. I'd never get rid of it. It's my second ever Star Wars figure, so it means a lot to me. So I definitely want to pick him up. But it's exactly, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I want to see him, with my own eyes. See him with my own eyes. But I want to. I need to find him. I'll pick him up from somewhere. But if it is true, I think it is a little bit poor that Hasbro have released the same figure without any changes to the actual paint applications. I mean, I've got no issues with releasing the actual same, same sculpt. They do it all the time with the Vintage Collection and Black Series. But to basically release exactly the same figure, everything the same, just seems a little bit off. He's got a black cloak. That's the difference. Still has his green lightsaber. Doesn't have a gun, so he's got one less accessory. So I think it's a bit naughty. But that's maybe why, I don't know. Maybe it's not a very popular figure with the action figure community. Who knows? But I want him because it means a lot to me. I don't have to buy him, but. That's from the Book of Boba Fett retro wave. But then you've also got the Mandalorian from the same wave. And apparently he's exactly the same figure as the one from the Mandalorian. Apart from the fact that he's now got a black... Well, he's got the black lightsaber, the dark saber from the Mandalorian. I want to see it. I want to see it with my own eyes, as Darth Vader once said. And I don't have to do this. I don't have to spend. I don't have to. I don't have lots of cash to splash, but it's something I want to do. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy opening up figures. And I didn't have to buy it, so I'm not going to moan about it because I know it's exactly the same figure. But so what? I've got loads of duplicates from the original line. I love them. Absolutely love them. So. I prefer this Mando figure to the original one, which was with the vinyl cape. I like the vinyl cape one, but I think this is better. I love the shine of his armour, his Beskar armour. I think it looks great. And it does seem weird. Why bother opening it? It's exactly the same. But I love doing this. So yeah, I'm gonna open it. Like, there's only one way to open these bad boys. Like it was Christmas 1984. But once I've done Mando, then I've only got still got to get Luke, but I've just got Grogu to open from this wave, and then I'm done. But yeah, so I'm going to open him up. But before I do, if you could all do me a big favour, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel and also liking the video. It just helps the channel, and it lets me know you care. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, it'd be much appreciated. But let's open this. Let's open this bad boy like it was Christmas 1984. Do you know what? This card back. I know it's my imagination. It feels a little bit thicker than Big Chris's. Big Chris's card didn't seem as thick, but I know I'm just imagining that. Oh, also, one of the reasons I'm opening this one, because I always buy one to open and one to display. The sticker was a little bit creased. But that's the only issue with this figure. This is from the it's from the big haul of figures I had delivered from Lame a good several weeks ago. But let's do this. Do they know it's Christmas time? And there he is in his little bubble. Looks great, and like, you know, obviously I've seen a dark saber before because it comes with the moth. Yeah, honestly, this is a wonderful figure. I love it. I absolutely love it. So it'll be interesting just to compare it to the original version. But I know it's exactly the same, and it will come to the point when I don't even realise which one came first. But let's get him out of the bubble, and out of the tray, and we'll have a proper look at him. Right, so here's Mando. Looks amazing. It's just a great sculpt. So much detailing on here, and the paint applications are just they've been done just so well. Lovely bit of silver on there, and even like little things like you know, you've seen all this before, but he's got his little logo on there. He's got his jetpack. I mean, the jetpack looks just great on the sculpt on the back there. Just really nice figure. Obviously has he's only got 1980s articulation, but that's the charm of these figures. That's why I like them so much. I love them. I absolutely love this figure. But he don't look no different than his brother over there in the background. So let's get his brother over. So his brother's obviously got the different weapons that I've just dropped. But if you actually compare them, get into focus, they're exactly the same. There's no difference whatsoever. I can't see anything. Same capes, same helmets. Yeah, both exactly the same. But I don't mind. I don't mind. You're always going to need a spare Mando. Do you know what I mean? Always going to need a spare Mando. So I'm going to have a look at his. Well, see, the thing is, his gun's exactly the same, and so is his dark saber, same as Moth. So what is the point? But let's take a look, and then I'll set him up with his accessories, and we'll just go from there. But I'm pleased with it. It's still a 10 out of 10 figure any day of the week. Right, so here's Mando's gun. So it's exactly the same as the version from the Mandalorian. But, you know, saying that, it's a lovely thick piece of plastic. That's the way I like it. But it's exactly the same plastic they've used on the original. So that's good. And then you've got the dark saber as well, made in the made in the same dimensions as the original Kenner lightsabers, and I absolutely love it. I think I'm so glad they didn't try and change the shape of it. I loved it's just so many happy memories. I love the hilt with the 3 little dots on there. Yeah, I think Hasbro made the right choice not to change the shape of it. There's something about the Retro Collection double-ended lightsabers. So you know, the Inquisitors and also Darth Maul. Something doesn't sit right with those ones. They just don't look right. I know they're supposed to be retro, but I think they could have done something better with the hilts. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna moan about it. I just think, you know, maybe they could have done something a little bit better. They're a little bit too maybe original, like 1970s. Whereas 80s, I think things like weapons were getting a little bit better, a little bit more detailed. So, but yeah, that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna get Mando, set up his weapons, and then we'll see what he looks like with his brother. Right, so here's the 2 Mandos. Honestly, it looks a great figure, exactly the same. It's a shame that that Mando's sculpt doesn't have one of those the old retro Kenner bits in their moulding where they can actually have their gun holstered. That would have been a lovely touch, because Boba Fett's got it. But you know, it is what it is, and I'm sure Hasbro are going to bring out another Mando at some point, especially with the new movie coming out, which is it 2025 or 2026? Was it the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which Boba Fett's not in? Or so we're led to believe. But if Boba Fett's not in it, that is shocking, because I still rate having Boba Fett back in the Mandalorian. It wasn't the way I thought he'd come back, but I love Boba Fett. Everyone loves Boba Fett, so he needs to be back. We also need a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett, because there's so much more they can do with the character. But Mando, yeah, it's a great figure. Holds his weapons well. I mean, I think all the figures, including the original Lion, holding the lightsaber, it's always a little bit kind of loose, but not kind of loose that it's going to fall out. But yeah, they look really good together. Yeah, it is ridiculous that Hasbro have re-released exactly the same figure with one change, which is the weapon accessory. But I like it. I didn't have to buy it. If you don't, I mean, you know, if you've got it already, I can understand you not wanting to pick it up. But it's £7 in lame. Let Your Eyes Be Your Guide. No longer on the website, but that might change. But no longer on the website if you wanted to order this guy. So I would say definitely check out your local lames and see what you can find, because you never know. If you keep digging, you will find an Endor bunker hidden behind a load of other Star Wars figures. And if you want an Endor bunker, get down to the Milton Keynes branch. There's one still there. But anyway, that is the end of the video. So honestly, I don't expect anyone to have watched it or even watched this far, because it's the same figure. You've seen this review a million times, but I do this because I love it. And I love these figures, and long may they continue. But that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. It also helps the channel. I mean, look at that. It's just great. Just a little final close-up. £7, that is just an amazing price. But I'll see you in the next one.